What's up, pirates? Looking forward to this season? Let's just say I'm ready to board the hype train. Let's get going, shall we, before I miss it? Ah! Well, looks like I made my train and changed clothes at the same time. But kind of missed it, to be honest. At least the first hour. It was mostly filler before we got to the good stuff. Granted, there was not nothing. Community Day, Ancient Coin giveaway, full access Twitch drops, which I'll be taking part in, don't you worry, and the development documentary are all pretty exciting. Well, I think the documentary is pretty exciting, but I'm a bit of a nerd for this kind of stuff, so that could be just be a me thing, I don't know, it could be. But after an hour of the hot air, we finally got to the good stuff. So let's have a look at it, shall we? I'm a bit apprehensive about this balancing world event stuff. I learned to solo Ashen Winds and Forts, why should it be easier for other pirates? Then I remembered that's the mentality that a Karen has. And yeah, it's good. More loot on the seas is more to steal, and PvEers will spend less time at risk of being caught while wading through the wall of hit points. I see this as a double win. The only issue is what happens when a second crew rocks up on one that's still active? Does it continue with the solo sloop amount? Add up? Largest crew? It's small, but could lead to Sloops and Alliance starting a world event just to get through it faster. And with these changes to the world events, they have also addressed the second worst world event in the game, the Fort of Fortune. I mean, they addressed it a tiny bit. Really, they should have changed the number of skeletons that spawn at the start and how many waves you have to get through to get to the boss fights, but whatever. Adding a brand new chest as an Athena steal? Maybe? I don't think it will happen. It is a nice touch, and will lead to more players both doing and attempting to steal the Fort of Fortune. I'm a bit miffed it goes to the gold hoarders yet again. Why do they keep getting all the good stuff? We could have made a really fancy skull, or I don't know, nice socks. That's something the merchants would sell. Really nice socks. On the subject of new chests, the small changes to the Reapers are a nice touch, making them feel more of a world event of their own, and by making doubloons a little bit more useful. On this subject, all that blue coin can go to a handful of sources. Buying the Season 1 cosmetics is cool, but it does seem that we'll be needing to place forever to catch up to all of us who started slightly later than Season 1. And we also got new voyages. It's a fine, but for Pirate Legend content, I find them lacking. The new skull is nice, but I think we'll all miss the current state of the Fort of the Damned where there's lights everywhere as far as the eye can see. It's beautiful. The cursed chests are cool for commendations, and the Black Powder quest will be fun. And we all know I love things that go boom. Alright, quick fire round. Given a lot of this update is about quality of life improvements, which basically mean really radical changes to the game and source code, that most players won't think of that until they actually start running into it and then going, how the did we live without this? Let's go through some of these small improvements, shall we? Alright, food radio. Fine, whatever, just press the food button more often in future. Change flag at the captive right. It's cool, but it's a real shame we as a community can't come up with good things for each flag to mean. Red Sea loot. Very nice. I'm not normally the chaser, I'm often the chased. But trust me, I never Red Sea. But for my fellow chased to do, get good. Harpoons. I was really worried this muck up sovereigns. It doesn't. It's good. Collector's chest quick sell. See above, to be honest. A few of my mates, I think PJ, mentioned to me the other day that it was weird that you couldn't just sell the chest and everything inside it, and this does half of that. More additions to the logbook. Nothing crazy, but it's nice. The siren statue chains. Hey, sounds like a good way to upgrade that Hunter's cool rep. And on the subject of the Hunters, let's go! Oh, I'm so happy. Well, I hope this isn't the planned update for the call. It's great to see bait boxes, selling fish to the sovereigns, and the bonus gold for selling at an outpost. And finally, we have someone at Stephen's Boils. This is all well and good. We all love a good update, but it's fair to say this isn't the big crowd-pleasing season as the last few. Season 8 blew us away with diving ships, Seven's Captaincy was at least a headlining feature, but this season has no theme, no feeling. I can see this ruffling some parrot feathers, but games like Sea of Thieves need smaller updates to kind of sort everything out after years of content piled on top of each other. The developers talked about this in the prelim, and I think it was pretty insightful. The issue here is the seasonal update structure. The start of a new season feels like it should be something big, and let's be honest, after 3 months, it really should be. This is the kind of update I bet required diving into the twilight zone of the game's code to make some real radical changes, but that only seem quite small on the surface. It's strange, But I think the best change this update offers is the simple change for more Meg spawns and the Kraken to no longer be a world event. This season looks like it's to make Sea of Thieves more piratey? Where have I heard something like that before? No one will be overmooned by this update, but it's fair to say it has something for everyone. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing. Thank you very much for watching.